try to. Hi, this is Host Eric, host talking famous people, and I am here with famous person Zach, who I met through talking to famous people, and with whom I am sitting in person at my Denny's, which is in my Denny's, with my very favorite waitress here as well. So Zach can vouch for the fact that this person exists. If Denny's exists, my house exists. I'm not on a soundstage. Earlier today, somebody was talking about this one girl, INTP, that INTP life, and Tim was saying she looks like she's 30 years old. There's no way she's a high school senior. So, in case you were thinking the same thing, that I only look like I'm 45 years old, I'm actually a high school senior, now you know it's not true. So, Zach, before I begin interviewing you, let's talk about what we're going to eat, because I want to know what I'm going to eat, and I would recommend it to you as well.
Do you want a couple minutes?
Yes, please.
Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
What I would recommend is like that. That looks refreshing. That's the look of thirst quenching right there. I would recommend this pebble right here, your salted caramel and banana cream pancake breakfast. This is one of the finest items Denny's has offered in a long time. Oh yeah, it's that good. And let me tell you this, another delicious option that is seasonal favorite. It's available right now. You won't want to miss. I don't see it in the menu, but it's turkey dinner. Thanksgiving turkey dinner. Oh, it's really good. There it is, right there. So, now that we've talked about food, I'm going to get that pancake thing. Which I've gotten like the last 2 times I come here. I normally don't get them 3 times in a row, but it's really good.
I'm building a slam.
He's building a slam. You can't blame a man for building a slam. So, you self-identify as an INTP, correct? When is it that you first determined you were an INTP?
Well, when I was in high school, I was convinced I was an ENFJ, so that's really close to that. Because my sister didn't know a lot about typing. She just read the description, and I was much more emotionally unstable, and so I felt a lot more strongly with FE, I guess. But I don't know, maybe 3 years to me. Was an INTP.
Did you first read the type description, or did you take a type test that said INTP and then read the test?
Took a test, then read the description, then started learning about functions, and solidified my view.
So you thought that your understanding of the functions was consistent with your understanding of how INTPs present once you understood what the functions were, and you found your own behavior consistent with the same standard.
Right. So I was less sure because I originally had thought I was so different than an INTP. So
In what ways did you think you were different?
I just answered the questions with a different mindset of who I thought I really was, instead of just answering them more honestly and less like biased. You know, when you're first doing it, it's like yeah.
Yeah, a lot of people do. I think I probably did at first too. Like you said, as you get more accustomed to it, you start to realize, oh, these things aren't.
Doesn't mean it's bad.
Right.
Which direction you go? It's like, yeah.
Each one has its advantages and disadvantages, and
yeah.
And to the extent that one, but here's the interesting thing also. To the extent that one of those things sounds better than the other one, it could be for 2 reasons. It could either be because that's what you actually are, and so you have a natural bias towards it.
Right.
Or it could be because the question's written badly and the description is not value neutral compared to the other descriptions.
Right. Or societally, it's set up for extroverts, and so you're answering questions that don't necessarily match you because it sounds better to be outgoing, or it sounds better to be, if you're young and don't understand typing at all.
So, do you think there's a societal bias towards extroversion and against introversion?
No, I'm saying that was my view when I was younger.
But I mean, I think there probably is a societal bias towards extroversion and against introversion, in the sense that you rarely see withdrawal celebrated. You see action celebrated all the time.
Yeah. Yeah, you don't exactly watch movies about a dude sitting in his house reading a book or just scrolling on the internet for 9 hours.
Right. Learning about random stuff. The new feature
Yeah,
phone.
exactly.
What will I learn about it?
I just learned how they made shoelaces today.
So I know quite a few INTPs, and I know quite a few INTPs. The thing that I always want to understand better is how life is different when you have an extroverted receiving function versus an introverted judging function as your dominant function. In particular, but even more broad than that, just how does it feel different having a judging function and a perceiving function? It seems most logical to me that one would perceive then judge. And it seems almost cognitively impossible to judge before you perceive. And yet, it doesn't really mean that because the data's coming in and being processed. The perception is actually a mental process, I guess a form of mental messing with that isn't actually a judgment. I can't imagine what it would feel like to be a judger first.
I guess just everything you do or say, you take pause. Thank you.
This is vanilla and this is regular. We just started using flavored creamers.
Cool.
I don't know if you're interested, but I hear about it just in case.
Well, I normally do get flavored creamers, but here I'm so used to this, I'll probably stick with this. Because Denny's coffee with this in it is fabulous.
With that, I don't think you really have to use sugar. Would you use sugar?
Now, I don't put sugar, but I'm okay with sugar and creamer.
Oh, okay.
I don't ever put sugar by itself. Wouldn't add the two together, but one already added with it.
Yeah. I use brown sugar, but I know most people that don't like using sugar, they'll just use like the flavor creamer.
I'm ready. I'm gonna get the salted caramel banana pancake breakfast.
Okay. You want that stuff on top?
Yeah, well, I just like the picture.
Let me see it.
It's a new seasonal dish.
Oh, okay. This is the cookies. Oh, I'll figure it out.
Yeah, it's salted
And
caramel.
then, how would you like the eggs?
Scrambled, please.
Scrambled, bacon, or something?
Kind of one of each.
I'm gonna go with build your own slam. Can I get bacon, scrambled, white toast, hash browns?
It's a well-built slam, sir.
Thank you.
And then I just forgot yours.
Is
it over easy?
The thing right here, this.
Both
Salted
No,
caramel.
but
Both
Scrambled,
scrambled.
Oh, yeah, scrambled.
And bacon.
Scrambled and one of each.
One of each.
Thank you.
Okay.
I was a server. This is my wheelhouse.
Oh, okay. I didn't know what she was saying. Anyway, I got the better meal. This is the audience knows. This is the INTP's problem. He judged that he wanted what he wanted before he perceived the truth of the salted caramel banana pancakes. When he sees them before him, when he sees both of them before him, he's going to say,
I will sit here in shame
I
looking at my
should have
shitty
listened
meal.
to Eric. I totally should have listened to Eric. So what do you think of this Denny so far?
Pretty great.
Yeah.
Good service,
Yeah.
decent company.
That's
It's
good.
fine.
You get 5 points for that, my friend. Okay, we're going to pause here, and we'll come back when we have think of more things to say.
When food's here.
Okay, we're back. So, what kind of stuff do you do, Zach, for a job?
I work on computers. I'm an IT specialist / sort of receptionist. I originally was moved from a server to being a receptionist at a country club, and then they realized I could use computers well, and so now I'm mostly doing graphic design, running the website, fixing people's shit.
Is it a hotel or a
Country club.
country club?
Yeah.
So they have golf course?
Golf course, restaurant, clubhouse.
You look like you're coming from a golf course.
Yeah, hence the
Golf
spiffy
wear.
kit.
Right. The most well-dressed sport. Okay, well, so do you like that job?
Polo is probably better dressed.
Do they have to wear like cravats or something? And top hats? Okay. You know, really, if you want your sport to be taken seriously, people should have to wear top hats.
I agree. It's no sport without a top hat.
So, do you envision yourself parlaying this existing experience working in a computer kind of website-y, picture-y kind of way into additional work of the sort, or are you comfortable where you are?
Oh no, I'm gonna move on. Yes, computers. No, stay where I am. I do work on the side for people that I meet at the club. They have money and they're old and they have broken computers, so printers that don't print. So I do stuff on the side, and in the future I'll do computer stuff. Like it's my hobby, and I make money doing it too.
I really like the fact that you get to say you met people at the club, right?
Fancy us. No.
You know, I met them at the club.
Yeah.
People assume you're talking about a young people club, but you're not. It's like a 75-year-old woman.
Old person club for sure.
I met Gladys at the club.
Yeah. Doris, Gladys. Gladys.
Do you think,
Agnes.
do you think that clientele, that place is going to die? That it's going to go out of business?
How it looks when it dies is they go public. So right now it's a private club. Only members can go unless they bring a guest. When the club dies, essentially they can either close up shop or they keep it open. The same members are members there, and they get special privileges, but it's open to the public, so you can make money on the restaurant, you can make money on the course, and it kind of supplements their club.
How much are they paying? They must have to pay a shitload to go to that club then, if it's private like that, like people can't, unless you're in the club, you can't participate.
So what happens is they have their normal dues and extra fees and whatnot, but at the end of the year, they always have to balance their budget, so if they end up getting a 13th month charge, so if they're really in the hole, they're paying 15 grand. If they came up pretty good, you know, might pay $1,500 or something.
Wow.
Each person to balance the budget, and then you start over. So
it's basically it's not for profit at all. It's a way of pooling for like mega luxury.
Yeah. So instead of having your own cook and your own butler and shit at your house, it's socialized fanciness with the course.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
It's an interesting model. Makes you want to start a private club, but without the golf course.
Yeah, just like slip and slides and
Slip and slide
dodgeball
club.
court,
Slip and slide would be good.
maybe croquet.
Okay.
Big things like that.
Well, I was saying earlier today on an episode that was on the Raw channel that I think I've come up with the new activity to replace mule polo. I decided mule polo is going to be too expensive. Going to be too many mules involved.
Slow pace.
Rhythmic gymnastics. Now, what I'm thinking is we're going to have a TWFP convention at some point, and it's probably going to be June of this year, but I need to find out. Give me another month or two and I'll finalize this if it's going to be this year, and I have to skip a year and wait till next year, depending on how things look. But regardless, when we go to this thing, I want the grand finale to be some sort of team competition where everybody in attendance, whether it's 10 people, 20 people, or more, or whatever, everybody in attendance forms teams of rhythmic gymnastics people, but it's impromptu. It's like parliamentary rhythmic gymnastics. Okay, so you get the song that you're gonna be using, like "I'm so excited and I just can't hide." Right? You find out which song you're gonna get 20 minutes before you have to perform. You have 20 minutes with you and your team. Ideally, it's a 4-person team. Ideally quadruples.
Okay.
And you have 20 minutes to prepare your routine, and then each team competes in that fashion. It's kind of and then some judges, and it's kind of a slow process. It may be, the preliminary rounds might take most of the day. Might have to switch up some judges, but then the grand finale in the evening, we'd have the two remaining teams fighting it out head-to-head, rhythmic gymnastics dance-off. The teams do their routines, and then one-on-one rhythmic gymnastics battles for the finale. So it'll be like you and me. I do my move, and then you try to do better than my move, right?
Okay.
We get those streamers, long streamers. That's part of it. That's part of the gymnastics.
Okay.
That's where it makes it cool.
Got it. Interesting. What if you mixed in some sort of charades where you have a coach and they have to like copy what the coach is doing as a group? Because then the coaches are given a set moves that they all are supposed to do. And then whoever's team can do the best as it's relayed by their coach.
So you're talking about
It's more
it sounds to me
structured.
like you're beginning to get into ice skating kind of thing where you have to do certain moves. You have to check them off on a list. Like everybody has to do a double butts. Everybody has to do a.
Yes, but they don't know what that is until their coach on the sideline relays it to them, and then as a group they have to do it.
How about this? If you're the coach, there is an element of this rhythmic gymnastics contest where there's a sign, and sometime during your routine, it's going to pop up, and the team has 5 seconds to do that move in unison, or else if they do it, they get a bonus point, right?
Okay.
If they don't do it, they get nothing.
Okay. Stop, drop, and roll. 5 points.
Right. Now, some of the moves are going to have, obviously, specialized rhythmic gymnastics jargon names, like, Martinez was named after famous rhythmic gymnastics person Maria Martinez from the Mexican rhythmic gymnastics team that competed in Seoul, Korea, in that Olympics. She's probably the most famous of the South American rhythmic gymnastics people. Her move involves, it's a swirl with the underneath and then a jazz hands. So, we have to do a little learning. Yeah, well, sure, you have to do some learning to do this.
I'm more familiar with the European style. They don't
want
use
to be
jazz
technical.
hands. It's more closed fist air punches.
Air punches. I remember there was about a 3-year period where the air punch was the hottest thing in rhythmic gymnastics. So, I don't blame you for being into that still.
That's when they could wear gloves.
Right.
Nowadays, no gloves.
It gives you much of an advantage. They had to ban the gloves. And then people started using stick-em. And they said, wait, I'm not catching anything. This is actually making my performance more difficult. And then they stopped
Because their hands are stuck
together.
together.
After
doing the snake move, they couldn't get it unstuck.
I don't know if I ordered anything like that, but they put cheese on your hash browns. Do you want me to change them?
That's fine. Thank you.
And then just a toast, no pancakes?
That's it.
Okay, and then I'm just missing your pancakes, 1 and 1 scrambled. Do you need hot sauce?
Side of. Oh, just kidding.
Yeah,
I'm
you're
good.
Okay.
hot sauce? No, I don't need hot sauce.
Okay.
Thank you.
Enjoy.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye. Okay. This is salt and pepper. Anyway, I think this is called INTP brainstorming that is coming up with some seriously good planning here. We are starting to refine the rhythmic gymnastics idea. Starting to include some reasonable rules. I don't want to get too complicated though, because then people won't be able to score high scores. And I'm trying to set the world record for the highest scores in a competitive rhythmic gymnastics competition. Everybody gets between 9.9 and 10.
That's the score range. There's no lower than 9.9.
Wow, these guys were amazing.
Yeah, actually. It's as low as you can get. Pause it?
Oh yeah. Thanks for watching.